Hello, hello, hello. I don't need that. Welcome to Royal Sussex Live. Happy Tuesday, one and all. Let's see. Today's 17th. Yeah. Hmm. Okay. All right. Don't need that. Oh, all right. Hmm. Okay. So, we are good to go. Let me just do one thing here. Hello, Donna Black, Church Nelly, TP, hello. Myra V, Mo Shannon, Sonia Green. Oh, by the way, does my voice sound funny? Because I have the microphone in a different position right now, so I'm hoping it doesn't sound kind of weird. Um, but yeah, let me know, and then I can correct it. I may correct it anyway. Let me see. Yeah, as a matter of fact, why don't I just do that? If it ain't broke, don't break it. Hello, Donna Ware. Sorry, Diana Ware. Hi, Miss P Talks. And hello, Gina Suchi. Irish Demonia. Hello. Iris, not with Rish. Okay. I'm multitasking. Let me stop. Fancy, fancy. World Traveler. Hello. Church Nelly is here. Rachel's son. Janet Smith is here. Crystal J. Hello, Crystal J. Welcome. Um, Patricia Witherspoon, Weatherspoon, sorry, Witherspoon. Berta Sanchez and Sheila Watson is here. Hi, hello. Lydia Washington. Okay, do I get to say it tonight today or not? Let me see. There it is. Connie Bomber. Hi, Connie Bomber. I look forward to saying that all the time. Connie Bomber. Okay. All right. So let's make sure that our friends on Twitter know that we're here. Okay. Now streaming. Okay. That's not how you spell streaming, but that never stopped me before. Oh, man. And one more. All right, so we're good to go. Happy well, it's not here yet. I think today is what, 17th. So the 19th is the Sussex's anniversary. Is that right? May 19th. Let me see. Where was I at May the 19th? Oh, I know where I was. I was in London. I was headed to the Windsor, to Windsor so I could watch the wedding procession. That's where I was. 4 years ago today, I was probably, let me see, I think I was still in Rome. And then I was making my way back um, to London so I could be there in time for the wedding. That's where I was. Yep. Let me put in the date. I can tell you right now where I was. May 17th, 2018. Okay. Okay. Ooh. Oh yeah, I know Church Nelly. But you really are gonna hate me now. I'm gonna show you a picture of where I was 4 years ago. Let me see. I was making my way back to oh God, you're gonna hate this one. Church Nelly, this one is dedicated to. Oh, you're gonna hate me. Oh, you're just gonna hate me. Wait until you see it. Wait till you see it. Um, for Church Nelly. So I'm on the train, right? I'm on the train, and okay, so the photo didn't come out very clear, but this is Lake Como. Or is it Como? Como. That's Lake Como. Um, I had never seen it before, and I didn't even get off the train. It was just a matter of passing through. But wow. And just think, some people live like that every day. That's some people's life every day, is to live like that. So, okay, I think I found a better photo. There we go. That one's better. So yeah, I'm like on the train, and there's this big panoramic window, and I couldn't believe it. I'm like, "Oh my god." And so the lady on the train, that was in the compartment, it was just the two of us in the compartment, and she was like getting up to leave. She said, "You've never seen that before?" I was like a kid. I was like a kid. I'd never seen anything so beautiful. My face was literally pressed against the glass, and so was my phone. And so I took photos, and thank goodness I was on a day train, because I had just enough of a chance to see it from the train compartment. But yeah, it was beautiful. Uh, huh. I, that is weird. You know what? I even took a video for some reason. Yeah, you know what? I was like a vlogger, even though I didn't have any place to like share things. But I even took a video of the train that I was on. It was pretty cool. But yeah, thank you guys. Connie, now if I come to Switzerland, does this mean that when I arrive, I get a gold bullion and a big chunk of like your finest Swiss chocolate? And you guys, I had a sausage at the rail station when I was there, so I would probably walk off the train and go right to that sausage stand. Well, how does that sound weird? Why does everything I say sound weird? Oh, thank you so much, Connie. All right, so that's enough about me and my European travels. I don't want Church Nelly to blow a gasket, but oh, could you imagine? Could you imagine? I'm just like some kid from the inner city, and there I was riding this rail line through the mountains, and I see something like this I've never seen before in my life. That was spectacular. Only in like a travel show or something had I ever seen anything that looked as beautiful as that. You too, Joan. You too. Y'all are too funny. Okay, at least let me get at least one third of the way through what I have to do before y'all start making me laugh. But okay, so let me take that away, and I'll get rid of that too. Isn't that beautiful? Look at how pristine the water is. It's almost as though you can see to the bottom. Oh, well, anyway, so I'm not sure what to make of this. I am not sure what to make of this. Um good thing it wasn't a huge statue of Camilla. You you would change your tune. Well, thank you so much for the super sticker, Sean. Um, I don't know where you could find a big statue of Camilla. Wait a minute. Don't they have one outside the airport in Denver? Isn't there like a sculpture of Camilla somewhere outside of the airport in Denver? I do believe there is one. But thank you for the super chat, Sean, and thank you so much for watching Royal Sussex. Yes, there's an equestrian statue. Okay, let me stop. All right, update on Help for Heroes Invictus role. Okay, check this out. I'm not sure what to make of this, but following extensive discussion, the Ministry of Defense has decided Help for Heroes will no longer lead the delivery of Team UK to the Invictus Games. We want to emphasize that this was not a decision we made ourselves, says a spokesman. This was not a decision we made ourselves. What, pray tell, does that mean? This is not a decision that we made ourselves. Huh. Not sure what to make of that. Anybody? Huh. Okay. From what I understand, they are making the athletes train at the place where the queen is patron to make it attached to the royal family. Oh, okay. Okay. So, in other words, they want to be more active. They want to play more of an active role in the Invictus Games. Alas, huh? It seems rather bizarre because that part where it says this was not a decision we made ourselves, I'm just like, there's something in between the lines, and I'm just not sure what it means. It seems like the UK are going to try to compete separately from the Invictus. Ooh, really? And I wonder if by chance their games will somehow coincide with that of the Invictus Games. I wonder, just to make sure that Team Britain is not there. Now, that being said, I wonder if that would prevent, say, an alternate athlete from competing. As you know, in the Olympics, there are athletes that are alternates. So, just in case one of the main competitors, someone who won their place on the team, is unable to join the rest of the team at the Olympics, then it is possible that an alternate will step in. I believe that Jesse Owens was an alternate. If I remember the story, I don't even think he was supposed to go to the Olympics. I may be confusing him with a different athlete, but I believe Jesse Owens wasn't even supposed to compete, and yet there he was. So I wonder if that would prevent a Team UK from showing up at the Invictus Games anyway, or would they force them? Would they force them to choose? This says that bald rat William written all over it, no doubt. I'm just like, let me try that one more time. Following extensive discussion. Okay, so they had an extensive discussion. The Ministry of Defense has decided Help for Heroes will no longer lead the delivery of Team UK to the Invictus Games. We want to emphasize that this was not a decision we made ourselves, says a spokesperson. And then, of course, Omid Scobie does not elaborate, which is kind of frustrating. Sean says it's going to fail. They can't force them to play for them. Everything they do will fail. Sean, I'm wondering if it forces them to choose. Does it force them in a position where they have to choose? Thank you for the super chat. CP says they've said they will still team UK to they will still team UK to Invictus, still have a team UK to Invictus. I think they are trying to piggyback off Harry's success. Um oh man, I don't know. I don't like when stuff changes like that, especially when it was okay in the first place. Although, isn't it true that the Team UK did they go by bus to get to The Hague? Is that true? Where other teams were like flying in and stuff, they were the ones who had to come in on a bus or whatever. Did I understand that right? Not even by train, but by bus. Is that true? Anyway, I don't like it. It's weird. Connie Balmer says this is sad. It means a lot for veterans to participate together with others from different countries. They have always lost too much. Yeah. Um. Oh man, I don't know. I don't know, but I got some comments that I like right here. Janice Cartwright says, "Help for Heroes will no longer concentrate on Invictus athletes, but now want some form of a regional sporting event for all UK veterans." Translation: Will wants to copy Harry's successful Invictus Games. And then Siobhan Wilder says, let me see, that's why in the PR they said, this is not our decision. Keywords are regional sporting event for all UK veterans, for all UK veterans. This is a new patronage for jealous Baldy. Baldy and his R word British tabloids. You know, I don't even know why I avoid saying it because every day I have to beg to get my videos monetized. So I, I don't even know why I avoid saying the R word, but I guess it's out of habit now. Tabloid friends hated watching Harry and Meghan receive standing ovations from the crowd. Yeah. Man, see, we can't have anything, can we? Light skinned Harry was doing okay. And then all of a sudden, as a matter of fact, he was doing fantastic. Let's face it, he was doing amazing. And then all of a sudden, here they come with their BS. Okay, so Poppy Palace diversities are. Can you offer an analysis of what happened here, Scobie? Who made this decision and why? What does this mean for Team UK, the integrity of the games moving forward? And Sarah Aqua, aka Wednesday, says the Invictus Games success shook them. So the royal family and UK establishment want to attack Harry's Invictus game and work. Like Harry said, more countries with veterans can join. And then DLS says, true, the royal Dutch family put the UK royals to shame, which increased the Dutch king's global popularity at the Instagram. Oh, well, IG? Yeah, I guess Instagram. Um, I guess that's what that means. Also, when Meghan introduced Prince Harry on the stage along with a standing ovation, it must have shook the royal wives to envy, shame, to be outdone by Meghan. Well, that's just about any occasion, isn't it? And I think this is the last one. Let me see. Peace, something there says UK are devastated by the success of Invictus Game 2022. They were praying for his failure. Now they want in on the action. Prince Harry has put the game on the world stage. Well done, Prince Harry. God will continue to guide you and Meghan. Everything you both touch will turn to gold. And Latanya says, yep, they do. But they can't take it away from him or try to own it. Team UK is just one team. Excuse me. There are many other nations participating. Harry is the founder and he runs it. I'm sure he would never remove Team UK just because the royal family wants to act like they are part of it. And then lastly, here is Sam says, sounds like some want to ride the coattails of the Invictus success. Hope help for heroes can help participate in other capacities rather. So yeah, there was much to be said about that on Twitter, and anyway, that is too bad. It's too bad that they is so petty. It's just so petty. And I hope it doesn't mean anything so terrible. But like they said, this was not our decision, or we didn't make this decision ourselves. That usually spells mischief somewhere. CP, sorry, y'all. I'm working. I may have missed some comments, but I think they are trying to tie the Invictus Games to the Queen because The new place is where she has been patron since 1971. Oh, okay. Okay. And then, of course, eventually, that patronage is probably going to go to Williams. So there you have it. Baron, next time, find the actual article and read the rest. Otherwise, we're making suggestions. Thanks. Royal family wants remote involvement with Invictus. I could not find the rest of the article. I could not find it. There was no link to it. And of course, uncharacteristically of Omid Scobie, I don't believe that there was any statement made available. So that was all I had to go with. But yes, I usually try to make sure I'm as thorough as possible, but that was all I had. So um yeah, I don't know what to tell you. But thank you for the super chat. And let me see. This doesn't Invictus, it includes the UK veterans from the family reunion. It's okay, but I think it's too early to speculate. Wait until IG responds. Um, Invictus Games respond, right? Yeah, I mean, it was put out there. It seems rather oddly written, and I'm not sure what it means. I'm not sure what it means, and it is true that there may be more to it. As I said before, I don't know that this excludes anyone who wants to participate in the Invictus Games. I really don't know. I'm just sharing a tweet from Omid Scobie. So I'm not sure that it excludes anybody. I'm not sure who it includes. We don't know. But I tell you, I follow Omid Scobie because so often, and I have actually verified a lot of information by going through Omen Scobie. And like I said, he didn't elaborate. Even one of the comments, someone said, "Can you explain this?" Because it seems to be so open ended. And it's not like Omen to, leave it that way. But right there, can you offer an analysis of what happened here at Scobie? So I don't know. I wish I knew better, but I don't. Miss P Talk says Invictus is independent of the British people and the royal family, so they can't sabotage it because they will fall right on their faces. Thank you, Miss P Talks. But you know what? I tell you this much. Um, Before something becomes concrete, it is best with whatever bit of information you have to let people know that people watch and people care because they will throw bits and pieces out there for our consumption. And as you know, occasionally they will float a story just to see what they can get away with, just to see what sticks, just like pasta. You throw it at the wall. If it sticks, then it's probably done. If it falls to the floor, it probably needs to boil a little longer. So who knows what's actually at play. Um, but that was it. Um, that was all we got for that. Yeah, and let me see. Well, there is this here. Invictus team. Unfortunately, therefore, will be no longer be directly involved in the Invictus team. UK. Hmm. Yeah. So I guess we'll just have to wait. We'll just have to wait. Okay. Who's next here? Let me see. There we go. Nope, this one. Sussex's Montecito mansion is doubled in value in 2 years. In 2 years, it has doubled in value. So let's see. According to the tabloid press, they paid 11.5 million pounds, or something like 14 million US dollars for it. And so doubled in value could mean that it's worth the original asking price Um, I'm gonna say probably about 29, 28, 29 million. Um, yeah, 28, 29 million dollars, the original asking price. So if I remember, if my memory serves me, the original price was about $50 million, and it stayed on the market for a long time. And then they lowered the price to like 29 and some change. And then by the time the Sussexes purchased it during the, I guess, start of the pandemic, they were able to get it for, I think it was something like in between 14 to $16 million. And so now it's doubled in value. So good on them, right? Good on them. Let me see. Lisa Wood says those people are obsessed with that mansion. Yeah, they are. Let me see. I'm looking. I'm looking. Okay. Okay. Anybody else got any comments about the house? Okay. Yes. Mary Hiker says, um, so it had. Let me see. So I think the palace. I mean the place with 600. Okay, 600 bathrooms and 2,000 bedrooms. Yes, the number has changed a bit over the years. Exactly. Oh man. Okay, Miranda, you say Willie is so full of envy and jealousy. He will never compare to Harry. Harry is a man, while old Willie is a man child. And Cookies and Cream says, what's at play is that the Unroyal family wants to put their slimy, filthy paws on the Invictus Games. Yeah, yeah. They want to steal his thunder, as they say, right? They want to steal his thunder. Okay, so y'all don't care nothing about the house, so we can move on then. Kim Coates says the obsession with the mansion is because it's better than KP. Yeah, KP is like housing projects for royals. In the US, we call them housing projects, and I think over there they refer to them as housing estates. But either way, it is like public housing for the British royals. It is like the best council housing that you can find anywhere in London, in one of the most posh neighborhoods. Okay. Everybody's obsession with the Sussex mansion, especially the media, tabloids. I myself, I've watched many times in YouTube. Do you mean the video from the real estate company? I think I've watched it before. I've never shared any of the images out of respect for the Sussexes, but I have watched it before, and it is a very beautiful house. I mean, it's very, I guess you would call it like an Italian villa style home. Very beautiful. Got the terracotta roof, I think. Very, very nice. Yeah, and that meditational garden or the tea house or whatever it is next to the water feature, it's a nice chunk of land too. It is a really nice chunk of land. I mean, it's you it's like being at a resort. It is absolutely beautiful. But most important to the Sussexes is that it's in a very secure place. All of the aesthetics aside, it is secure, and that is what's most important. Very minimalistic, clean lines, as our Duchess would say. Okay, Audrey Teschner, thank you so much for the super sticker, and thank you so much for watching Royal Sussex. Happy Tuesday to you. All right, let's move on. Oh, there we go. Okay, so the president and Dr. Jill Biden, they went to Buffalo to pay their respects. You can see there is a shrine. And in the background, you can see the Secret Service and the president's limousine, affectionately known as the Beast. Um, but yeah, so that is what's trending from the White House today is the president paying his respects. And I believe it was to the 8 and possibly 9. Is it now victims? I think it's still 8, 9 victims. But either way, pretty sad, horrific at that, but just very, very sad that lives were cut short on an otherwise beautiful day. So only to be followed by, oh, I can't even number how many other mass shootings it's been. Um, yeah, I hope we never get used to that. I hope we never get used to that. But unfortunately, this is just one of several in the past few years. Okay, but I have a graphic here that someone posted on the Twitter. If a shooter turns out to be Hispanic, build the wall. Arab, ban Muslims. Black Lives Matter are terrorists. And white, we need to ask ourselves, how are we as a society failing these poor, troubled young men? What kinds of movies, videos, games, and music are we making? Yeah, everything changes. For instance, let's take using drugs. Um, Using street drugs, of course, means that oh, let's say during the epidemic of the 80s and I guess the 90s too, it was a crime. We were punishing the addicts. But once prescription pills and other things became a problem, then all of a sudden we find out that the white community is being devastated by drugs. And again, everything changed. It went from being um, a crime to an illness. It went from a crime to an illness. And at that point, we had to throw some funding into it and we have to try to help understand what's going on, how we failed our society. That is pretty routine. Uh, it depends on what color someone is or what their ethnic background is, whether or not certain things are crimes or whether or not something is an awful event that was caused by a sick, depraved, menacing individual, or is it someone who is just misunderstood? So, um, this is just another glaring example. There was another graphic that I decided not to share, but it shows how many unarmed people of color have been killed by the police or a so-called good Samaritan, a vigilante rather, and how many armed perpetrators that were white who were taken for a sandwich and made sure that they had good legal representation, and you get the point. So yeah, that narrative right there, I'm so exhausted of this, but like anything else, we have to make sure that we are vigilant and we speak out so that we can right these wrongs and make sure that the law protects everybody and the law punishes those who deserve it instead of, treating them with kid gloves and such. So that is what I would say about that. But this being such a thing that it has turned out to be, it would be a shame to just ignore it. So, but yeah, that's all I have to say about it. So, if anybody has any comments, if not, then we can move on. Um, let me see. I'm looking. I'm looking. Mary says, I'm so disappointed in this country. I actually believe we had taken some small steps forward, but in actuality, we slipped back into the 50s. Yeah, yeah. And there's a lot of politicians who wants to make sure that we've slipped back into the 50s. That is, there's a whole network that is dedicated to taking us back to the 50s. Okay. Let me see. Where are the pro-life advocates? Lives were lost here. Why are they not up in arms about this? Yeah. What? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Why are they not up in arms about this? Let me see. You are correct, Baron. It asserts my position, my family, for my family to support our communities 100% by keeping black dollars at JP. Me, not where we are not desired. Yeah, not where we are not desired. Yeah, gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. The shooting was a R word senseless act. The shooter is a R word, of course. Just call him out for what he is. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, I mean, this whole idea that the country is becoming too brown and that that they're being replaced and that whole sentiment. It's the reason why they want to ship people from the UK to where is it? Rwanda? Is that where they made the deal? If you come over on a boat, you're going to get on a plane and go to another country, and you can plead for your asylum thousands of miles away. Isn't that the plan? Because they don't want things to get too brown. Well, I wonder what places can we think of where there were brown people who thought that things were getting too white and they didn't have any say. So, is the pendulum always swings the other direction. What can I say? Okay. Let me see. They are also calling the terrorist crazy. He isn't crazy. He made a plan and drove there with a purpose. Yes, CP, he did. They even said that he did reconnaissance and even sat outside the store pretending to be homeless so that he could scout things out. And then he came back prepared to kill. Exactly. He came back prepared. It was all planned. Just like the guy that went to the church and even prayed with the people he killed. Yeah, he even prayed with the people that he killed. And all of this is to start a war between um people. I'm trying to avoid the R word, but between people. But that's the whole point of it, is to start a war. So okay, I'm gonna move on. Prince Harry, we need new laws to protect children online. I have a video for this that I would like to share. And so you all know what that means. If I'm sharing a video, that means, as a matter of fact, you tell me what it means while the video is playing. If I am sharing a video, what am I doing while you guys are watching the video? If I'm sharing a video, what are you guys what am I doing while you guys are watching the video? I'll let you figure that one out while the video is playing. Yes, yes, I'm going for a pecan sandy.
Wherever you are, wherever you're listening from, I predict that your family, like mine, understands that the way we experience technologies like social media isn't working and needs to be fixed. My kids are too young to have experienced the online world yet. And I hope that they never have to experience it as it exists now. No kid should have to. My two little ones are still of their age of innocence. Sometimes I feel I can keep them away from the online harms that they could face in the future forever, but I am learning to know better. I've learned that without meaningful change to the way we hold technology accountable and approach designing technology in the future, we will not be able to stop our kids from being subjected to addictive products, where they are exposed to content they should never see and experience and should never have to go through. As parents, my wife and I are concerned about the next generation growing up in a world where they are treated as digital experiments for companies to make money, and where things like hatred and harm are somehow normalized. None of us wants a world where children continue to be targeted and fed dangerous content rather than be able to learn, play, and connect freely and safely. We want our children and all children to feel empowered to speak up and call for change when older generations are not capable of seeing or choose to ignore all the ways that new technology is shaping society.
Okay. So, who was that got that right? But yes, I do have a pecan sandy from Keebler made with real vanilla from Madagascar. So, Marshar, there are no prizes, but you're correct. But remember, there are no prizes. Oh man. Okay. All right. So that was Prince Harry's video. In case some of you guys didn't get a chance to see it, that was a condensed version of the conversation that he had with the young people. Okay, you can see a couple of other images of him from the conversation with the young people. As you can see, there's Tariq in South Africa. Who else is that? Somebody else from Malaysia, and someone from the UK, Canada, and that Nick Matthew, is it? Oh, it's very fuzzy, but I can't. Anyway, he appears to he's from the organization Five Rights. So yeah, that's where he's from. So it doesn't say where he's located, but anyway, good on Harry. As you can see, he's in their home office having this conversation. So that's where they tend to do their Zoom calls, is from their home office. You can see the fireplace in the background. Okay. Let me see. Baron, you can give a smile here and there. That's about all we can do, is a little smile and a little wave. Okay. All right, you guys. Let me see. The online trafficking on I don't want to say those words because that'll get me flagged. No longer wants to read books, do puzzles, or interact anymore. Fingerprints are erased from overused overuse on devices. Yeah. So yeah, it is so true. There are so did you ever see that viral video where the lady was in the car and I think it was her daughter or granddaughter in the back seat acting out in a very bizarre way because the person on her phone was asking her to do weird stuff. And God, when I saw that, I lost the taste in my mouth. I was just it is very upsetting. It's very upsetting. And the mother's like screaming, "What are you doing?" I bet not catch you, And Harry, as per usual, is way ahead of so many other people. This is something that really deserves attention um, from more people, way more people, politicians, celebrities, whoever. This really deserves attention. I mean, they should have like a mass education program about this very conversation. So, why that's not happening, I don't know. But it would be as though you allowed stranger danger to move into the bedroom next to your kids. You wouldn't do that, obviously, if you knew better. You wouldn't allow that to happen. Certain states if not all states, there are laws that prevent certain people from living close to a school or whatever. So why would they allow this into the homes of these kids? In the homes, to share on the school buses, on the playground, whatever. The phone is a great thing for the sake of a child's safety. It's a necessity for so many of us, but that doesn't mean that they have a right to, that is, the kids don't have the right or shouldn't have the right to just go and scan the entire and just like I'm sitting here avoiding saying the R word so I don't get flagged, there's ways that they can stop these things from happening. If they really want to stop it from happening, there's more that they could do. I'll just say that. There's more than that they can do. I mean, certain language that, like you guys, when you make your comments, right? Sometimes you all say, "What happened to my comment?" Well, the automatic intelligence can pick certain words or a certain pattern of speech from whatever you typed, and it looks threatening. It looks like the R word or something like that. It looks like it's too provocative to, just go out unfiltered. And so, thank you for that. And so they remove it. Now I can go back and I could search for these lost comments. I just don't have time to do it because there's so many of them. But I can go back and look at the comment and I say, "Oh, that's not so bad," and then I can put it back. I don't have time to do that. So if you guys notice that your comments are not there, it's not necessary that someone removed it. It may have been automatically lifted by the AI. So if they can do that with this work, right? If they can do that with the little bits of music or video that I play where they say, "Oh, you can't monetize this video because there's a copyright claim." If they could do that for playing a video, then surely they should be able to do that for other things that kids are searching on the Oh, Yvonne wants to know why on some channels. Well, you know what? The thing is, I can do it, but it's a better chance that they will flag it and they will. I'd have to appeal to them to monetize it, right? Or on some other channels, they are considered more of a news source. Like, for instance, the one with the young kids, whatever that channel is that I'm always watching. I watch it so much I can't remember the name of it. But I don't think they depend upon monetization as much as they depend on contributions that are made to them, which there are a lot of people contribute to that channel, including myself from time to time. I donate to that channel because I think that they do great work. So, um, yeah, and so you can, and but for my work, it is a good chance that it would get demonetized. So, and I think because doing this kind of work, and there is a transcript that they can look at, but even with that, a lot of times you guys have no idea, for weird reasons sometimes they just won't monetize the video, and I have gone like up to 3 days without having what I think is a great video. Oh yeah, Navarra Media. Thank you so much, Lydia. Navarra Media. Yeah, they use whatever clips they want. They can say whatever they want because that's a different type of thing. They don't depend upon um, the commercials in the way that I do, or some of the other content creators. So, yeah, they treat the channels differently. And on that subject, since Lydia reminded us the name of Navarra Media, there was a day last year when they woke up and their channel was completely gone. Could you imagine if you wake up one day and you don't have to hear my voice? Careful with your answers. But one day their channel was just gone without explanation. Their channel was removed. And fortunately, within a day or two, they put it back. And I don't know if they ever got an explanation for that. So no channel on the any social media, no account is safe without any ceremony. Anybody can lose their social media channel or subscription or whatever. So listen, what if you woke up and you could not hear my voice? Well, I'm just saying these things can happen. So I try to be as careful as I can. Um, like if you notice, I haven't used this a lot lately. But if this is the hill that I have to die on, then so be it. If this is the rugged terrain, if these are the gnarly cliff sides that cause me to disappear, then so be it. Yes, I'll take my chances for this one. Oh man. If I have to pay the highest price, if there's a price to be paid, I'll pay it. If there is a foe to fight, I'll fight them. I'll do whatever I have to. I wouldn't fight this one, no. That's one foe I wouldn't fight. Nah, she'd probably win. Oh man. Okay, so let us move on. You know what I haven't done all day? You know what I haven't done all day, and nobody said anything. I wish y'all could see the little dance I do when that comes on. Um, I know what it's like to be segregated. Sarah Ferguson says she always felt judged. Gee, I couldn't imagine why. And let's get a little messy, shall we? And it helped her sympathize with the LGBTQ plus community. She always felt judged. Well, I tell you, if a tabloid had a picture of me with my foot in somebody's mouth, look at the size of her feet, by the way. Look at the size of her feet. Again, if a tabloid saw me and took my photo and shared it to the world, a picture of me with my foot in somebody's mouth, I would think I would be judged too. As a matter of fact, I'd have something to say about me. So, how do you avoid judgment when a tabloid has found you with your foot in somebody's mouth? I just don't understand why she's puzzled, or should I say, why she would even think that she would not be judged. I have lived almost as long as she has, and I don't have any photos with my foot in anybody's mouth. Does anybody have a photo with their foot jammed down somebody else's mouth? I say not likely. So, yes, people are going to judge you. I think I think it's only natural that and I as much as I hate to mention it, you all do know that when that photo was taken, they usually only show the cropped image. I'm not going to show it because it's so tasteless, but they usually only show a cropped image of her with her foot in somebody's mouth. But the real twisted part about it is there's little Beatrice and Eugenie running around the swimming pool, and there's mom with her foot in somebody's mouth. So, yeah, when that happens, you are going to suffer from some form of scrutiny. Most people would. So, I don't understand the point to what she's talking about. Don't put your foot in somebody's mouth and you won't get judged. And again, I say, look at the size of them feet. Look at the size of them feet. I mean, her feet are huge. She has some huge feet. Huge, huge, huge feet. When you look at her feet, you know what? When I look down at her feet, I hear this little voice in my head that says, only you can prevent forest fires. Huge. So I'm going to say this, Sarah Ferguson. Um, I think that if you are suffering any extra scrutiny, then obviously there's a reason for it. Oh man, that's so bad. But oh, okay. Let me see. I'm looking for something. Let me see if I can find it. And I can't. Oh, that's a shame because that would have been fun, fun, fun. Huh. But nope, I don't see it. Oh well, next time. All right, so let's hear what you all have to say about. Oh, there it is. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for. Thank you. Okay. All right, you guys. Be right there. Be right there. Oh, that's so shady. Okay. Okay. So, this woman is always somewhere looking to make money. She is like a poor royal woman. You know what? I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, there must be some money to be made here. That's exactly what I was thinking. Is that there must be some type of grift, allegedly, that she's there. She don't usually go places if it ain't some money involved. Let me see. Sarah has never gotten a break with that family. Harry and Meghan were kind and invited her to their wedding. Our faves always show compassion where the where they get none in return. Yes, she was what do you call it? She was invited to the wedding. That was like her welcome back into the family. Leave Smokey the Bear out of this. Only you can prevent forest fires. remember, remember in the movie, what was the name of that movie? Oh, Moonstruck. Moonstruck. Remember when Olympia Dukakis said, "Oh man, if you give those dogs another piece of my food, I'm gonna kick you till you're dead." Well, if I got that threat from her, I'd stop feeding them dogs. Okay. So when I look at her, this is what it reminds me of. Do you guys remember in Sister Act when Maggie Smith says, "You're a conspicuous woman designed to stick out"? Do you guys remember that? When Whoopi Goldberg was in Sister Act and she was this like lounge singer and she had all that gold lame and big hair, and Maggie Smith says, "You're a conspicuous woman designed to stick out." Well, that's what Sarah Ferguson reminds me of, a conspicuous woman designed to stick out. Oh, I gotta stop. I gotta stop. I told you I was about to get messy. A conspicuous woman designed to stick out. Sarah had previously shown her support to the LGBT community in August when she attended the British LGBT Awards, speaking about her positive experience. By the way, that's Sarah on the left. Speaking about her positive experience during the event, she told the audience, "It's time. I haven't this time I haven't been judged in 35 years. I haven't been judged in 35 years." Well, how many years ago did you have your foot in somebody's mouth? Let's start from there. I don't think that was 30. Was that 35 years ago? Oh, it may have been. I don't know. But I think she should start counting from when she had her foot in somebody's mouth and then start from there. I think she may be going back too far. Woo! I think she's going back too far. But anyway, in October last year, while attending the Henley Literary Festival, the Duchess opened up about her being bullied at school for her red hair. She said, "To be a redhead is quite difficult." Really? A redhead in the UK is difficult? Because I don't know. When I was there, I especially by the time I got to Scotland, it was more redheads than I had ever seen in my life. So can it really be that difficult? But you know what? It doesn't matter what I say. That's the way she remembered it. So let's go with that. A conspicuous woman designed to stick out. Oh man. Oh, okay, okay. So, not to stray away from this situation, but as you can see, I was prepared. She does have a certain way that she dressed that she kind of dresses like Madonna or some other pop star or whatever, even though she is a princess of the realm or was. I'm not sure how she still qualifies that. She is the mother of two princesses, and yet she has her very zany ways about her. God bless her for being so comfortable in her own skin. Never complain, never explain slippers, and she likes to have a fashion challenge here and there. So, let me see. Sarah Ferguson never spoke out when the R word British press lied and accused Meghan of announcing her pregnancy at Eugenie's wedding. Yes, cookies and cream. That's right. She didn't speak out. As a matter of fact, she had a tweet. She tweeted that day, even though everybody knew in the family that Meghan was with child. She had a tweet later that day, and they said that tweet was in response to Meghan crashing the ceremony with the announcement of her pregnancy, even though that was a lie everybody had already known before the wedding. And they used that against the Duchess of Sussex. And she said absolutely nothing. Good on you, cookies and cream. I almost forgot about that. See, the squad keeps receipts, and we never forget ever. Okay, so yes, 940 watching. Please don't forget to hit that like button. And if you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Good grief, have I already been talking for an hour? Where did the time go? Did somebody roofie me or what? Did somebody give me one of those things they gave to the queen the other day? Yes, Tara. Sarah Tosuck Ferguson. Sarah Tosuck Ferguson. That is going to slip out of my mouth the wrong way one of these days. Sarah Tosuck Ferguson. Okay. All right, let's move on, you guys. I'm talking way too much. A conspicuous woman designed to stick out. Oh, I'm sorry, that wasn't it. Let me try that one more time. Duchess Kate worries that all three of her children will have to be working royals. Um, uh, did you not know that? Did you not get the memo? Of course they're going to be working royals. They're born of the blood. They're working royals. Yes, they're going to work. Your kids may suffer some of the same scrutiny that everybody else has, of course. Hopefully, for their sake, that Gen Z or whatever generation it is, that they will be kinder to your children than they are likely to be to the Sussex children or to the Sussexes. Hopefully, for your sake, um, that the world will view things differently um, in the future, so that they won't have to go through that scrutiny. Maybe there won't be some wacky guy on YouTube comparing them to jazz hands or something. That probably won't happen. It'll happen for you, but not for them. Um, exactly. Really, jazz hands? Really? Exactly. Um, I like to be honest and say, who knows if they actually said certain things, but it could be true. It could be true, and if that is the case, then that would be very strange. Unless I hear it from a person's mouth, I can only say what adds up and makes sense. Otherwise, I don't know that she said that. But if it is true, then she's certainly not the sharpest tool in the shed. She could not be the sharpest tool in the shed. Yes, they're going to work. They're going to work. They are going to, and what, in about 10 years, they predict in about 10 years that the Cambridge children will have to do all the work. They're going to have to do the work. Um, they'll, by that time, they may bring in some of the other extended family to do the work. Who knows? I'll let that be their problem. Somebody please define work to this woman. Oh, good one, Movi. Good one. Working or waving? That is the question. Or maybe she's worried knowing Sussex kids will be professionals and American driven. Absolutely. Yes, Jay. Thank you so much for that. Beautiful Day says Kate's kids are working harder now at their tender age than she ever done in 20 years since joining the royal family. That's true because they have to do all those commercials or promos for the family and such. They have to pretend like they're getting on a commercial flight. They'll wake them up out of their sleep so they can get on a commercial flight on an otherwise empty plane, just so that you know what I'm saying. I'm being shady. Let's see. Just make sure they get a good education because royals in the past never did. Oh, that's a good point. Dogs and ponies and the weather. Dogs, pony, and the weather. That's the education they received in the past. And of course, my favorite. Have you come far? Have you come far? Yeah. Exactly. Just make sure they get a good education. When Billy sees something successful, he covets it. So he and Simon Case allegedly plotted, how to take over Invictus Games from Help for Heroes. Next year, it will be Wills delivering the good luck speech to the team, not Harry. Whew, Vinny, that is a mouthful there, but it is probably true. I'm going to say that it's likely to happen because if if things are trending in the way that it appears, then there's a good chance that that will happen because of jealousy and envy. I mean, look at it. Let me see. We want to emphasize that this was not a decision we made ourselves. That's what haunts me right there. We want to emphasize that this was not a decision that we made ourselves. Mm, I smell a rat. Okay. All right. So I'm going to move on. Oh, I'm sorry. I just had the one comment that I saved here. So all three Cambridge, I'm not sure what that means, if that's a typo or not, will be taxpayers funded for the rest of their lives, just like their parents. Now, Wadey is worried they're going to have to actually earn their public funding, something she and Wills have never done. Good grief, what a worrying time. Oh, man. I tell you, don't mess with the squad. They'll come for you. All right, hit it. Okay, so right here, I did not want to share this video because I wasn't sure if it was copyrighted. So I took a couple of screenshots, but I will explain exactly what I noticed about this video. Why are they even showing her how to buy a ticket? She never bought anything in her whole life. Well, the Queen surprised everyone and went to the Paddington station so that she could celebrate in the completion of the Queen Elizabeth Jubilee line, or whichever line it is. I think it's the Jubilee line. And that's Edward telling my man to step back. So the person's name I can't pronounce up there in the upper left hand corner, he's the one who shared the video. And Edward reaches over to this gentleman of color and said, "Can you just step back a bit," or something to that effect, as though he was getting too close to his mummy. The Queen did not recoil like the Duchess of Cambridge did when she was near people of color. No, she didn't do that. The Queen was just like, "Oh, you just push this button here, right?" And that was it. The guy did not crowd the Queen in any way whatsoever. Why Edward made that comment. And you know what? Yesterday, I was being very nice to Edwina, but now I'm starting to have a change of opinion about him. He's just as nasty as the rest of the family, just as nasty. It was so ridiculous that they asked this guy to have this interaction with the Queen, and then he tells him to step back a bit. Can you just step back? And I was just like, huh? It was very odd the way he said that. I didn't even know that was Edward until I saw the where he says, further in the comments, that's Edward telling my man to step back. Very, very strange. Very strange. And unfortunately, I couldn't share the video. I don't even think it's a minute long. But step back. Can you just step back? Step back a bit. However he put it, he told him to step back. And of course, why are they even showing her how to buy tickets? She never bought anything in her whole life. And so this guy down here, his comment was, "Not true. She once bought her grandson an 8 million pound helicopter whilst children starve." You got to love that English sarcastic wit. You have to love it. It is too funny. Sean says, "How can they take over the games when they can't go to the games without being booed?" Exactly. Well, you know what? The athletes will not boo them, um, and probably not the part. It's a safe space for Willie, and they know that. So if it is true, because we don't know 100%, but if it's true, then obviously they're trying to create a safe space for William. And let me see. Uh, Let me see. I don't know, Sean. Do you think they'll boo him? Do you really think that they would boo William? I mean, is there any precedence? Did we actually hear booing at that stadium? Because I'm not sure. Was that booing or were they just saying "woo"? Maybe they were just going "woo." Maybe it wasn't a boo. Maybe it was a woo. Let's.
And Rebecca Caplehorn, Chair of the FA Challenge Club Committee.
Okay, Sean, maybe they did boo him. I was just being shady. I just felt like sharing that. So, y'all welcome. I was just being shady. I thought, why don't we just watch that one more time? It's almost as though I feel as like I'm dreaming, but yes, that did happen. So, um, do 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 da 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 da. I actually censored the words. That's why you couldn't hear it. But trust me when I say it, I have it on good authority that they said F the Tories. So, um, oh man, uh, that sinister side of mine. Bright and busy, the Queen, joined by her son, Prince Edward, has made a special appearance at London's Paddington Station this morning to mark the completion of the new Elizabeth line, uh, hashtag, or I'm sorry, at Cross Rail. So yeah, that's what she was there for. The Elizabeth line, not the Jubilee line, the Elizabeth line. And she's wearing yellow, the same yellow as in the Invictus Games, right? The same yellow to let us know that her grandson may have saved her from something pretty sinister. I mean, check it out. The reason why I paired these two photos together is because whereas the queen seemed to be making her last stand, suddenly, you notice that Harry's visit seems to have brought her back amongst the living, so to speak. Something happened, and Harry visited his grandmother, said something to someone, and suddenly, there she is, quite animated. Still a little worse for wear, but quite animated. We probably won't know exactly what was said or who was he referring to, but something has changed. Something has changed. Whereas before, it seems as though she was completely incapacitated, and now all of a sudden the queen is everywhere. Make that make sense. Leg says maybe that could be Baltimore's pitch for mental health. If you don't like something, buy people out to get what you want. I do. BAFTA. Uh-huh. Yeah, like with the BAFTA award. If you want to make sure you get that award, then just I get what you're saying. All right. uh Let me see. What else did I see there? Oh yeah, Sean, you have a super chat for us. Funny thing is, they tried to take the game away from Harry before, and it failed. The athletes said they will not participate if Harry is not in charge. That's why it's going to fail. Thank you for that super chat, Sean. That is something to consider. Exactly. It's not so much what this weird statement is will the athletes participate without Harry? Will they participate without Harry? That is the more important thing. And thank you for pointing that out, Sean. Is that it really comes down to the athletes. If the athletes want to participate in the Invictus Games, I don't know that they're obligated to participate in some other scheme, which is exactly what it is. Just like we're always reminded that it's really what Meghan wants. And Meghan's a Hollywood actress, and she's used to getting to what she wants. Well, in this case, it's what the athletes want. I think they want to be with Harry. So let's see what happens. Let's hope that that is much to do about nothing. Oh, there she is. There's the queen. As I said, I don't know what changed, but the queen looks very, very serene. As a matter of fact, it looks like somebody gave her a gummy. It almost seemed like somebody slipped her a gummy or something. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I shouldn't even speculate further than that. But she looks quite delighted to be there. uh, so now that the queen is feeling herself, she can go back to her night shift at McDonald's. She can stay up late into the night playing cards with her friends, right? So everything is going back to where it was, after Harry's visit. And then, of course, for fun, the Queen has been known to run around Windsor Castle scaring the staff. Sometimes the Queen has a sense of humor. So just for fun, that's so bad. But just for fun, the Queen will has been known to run around the various houses of Windsor dressed up just to scare the staff. Oh, oh, okay, okay. And my favorite thing about the past couple of days, I love the fact, I love the fact that the Queen has been cosplaying Charlton Heston. Have you noticed that? The Queen is now cosplaying, or is she trolling Charlton Heston? I mean, there she is with her cloak and her staff. Um, she looks very biblical. So, cheers to the Queen for keeping it real. I got too much time on my hands, don't I? But maybe she's gonna part the Thames. She's gonna part the River Thames later today. So that will be one of the big things that she will do for the Jubilee. The Queen is going to part the River Thames. She's going to lay down her staff and part the River Thames. So I'll watch that one. I may not watch the balcony, but I will watch them. Right on time, Sheila. I could always count on you. So let it be written, so let it be done. I can I can watch the Queen part the river's Thames. As a matter of fact, while she's parting the river, she ought to try to clean up the pollution that's in it. But uh thy rod, thy staff. I mean, the Queen is going straight up biblical. So let's review. Let's review. She is scaring the staff at the palace by running around. I could just imagine her running past the little doorway, just running past, and people be like, "Did you see that? Did you see that?" Or working her late shift at McDonald's, playing cards with her friends. She's back. She's back. Betty's back. Whatever y'all thought, Betty's back. So, okay, you guys, that's enough fun. Dr. Shola is mad. Nothing new about that. Dr. Shola is always going to call people out. So, hit it. Outright insult. Dr. Shola slams Alan Tishmarsh. Am I saying it right? Tishmarsh. Comparing Queen to Nelson Mandela. Alan Tishmarsh. Oh, God, that's a weird name. Liking the Queen to Nelson Mandela during a Platinum Jubilee speech has been slammed by a political commentator. I guess they're talking about Dr. Shola. Alan Tishman compares Queen to Nelson Mandela on ITV Platinum Jubilee program. Dedicated a tribute to Her Majesty during the first televised celebrity field event of the Monarch's Jubilee celebration. He said, "There's been one constant heartbeat of this nation, and that's heart belongs to Her Majesty the Queen." Okay. And then here he told presenter Philip Schofield, yeah, her, told Schofield and Julie Etchingham. Ooh, that's a weird name. This is a remarkable year, 70 years for a remarkable woman whom I've met quite a lot. Name drop, name drop, name drop, and been bowled over by because she's such ferociously good company. And she has enormous, quite she has enormous, quiet charisma. Yeah, I'm sorry. She has enormous, quiet charisma, like Nelson Mandela did. He had a kind of grace, and the Queen's the same. So that is what Dr. Shola was outraged about. It's important in our lives, particularly this past couple of years, that we have special. Let me see. Oh, that was for someone else. I'm sorry. Anybody? Any comments? Comparing the Queen to Nelson Mandela is not only obtuse, but an outright insult. Mandela sacrificed his life and liberty for his people, oppressed by the white supremacist British monarchy upholds. The Queen could not walk in Mandela's shoes. Well, Dr. Shola, Dr. Shola does not disappoint, does she? She just does not disappoint. I need water. Gosh, I'm a bit dehydrated. 1 second, you all. Let me have a sip of water. I think I'm a bit dehydrated. Okay, I'm better. I always get a bit dehydrated when I'm doing this. Nelson Mandela and the Queen should never be mentioned in the same darn sentence. Exactly. Wow, a really stupid comparison. She's done nothing her whole life. Mr. Mandela stayed in prison for 25 years for his people. Yep. And you know, they would have let him out sooner if he would have renounced the African National Congress, and he refused to do it. They tried to get him to renounce the African American Congress, and that was like one of the agreements that they were hoping to iron out. And Nelson Mandela said that only free men can bargain. Someone who's not free is unable to negotiate a contract, he said in so many words. So Nelson Mandela had a certain amount of grace and dignity, that and the Queen for that uh matter, the Queen was incredibly starstruck by Nelson Mandela. That is true. The Queen was very starstruck with Nelson Mandela. I don't know if it was so much she was fascinated by his message, or if she was may possibly have been trying to latch on to a bit of that celebrity. But I think that she was starstruck with him. I really do believe that. Nelson Mandela, he the world was his by the time he left prison, because the story was like none other, and there's very few comparisons to it, and least of all, certainly not the Queen. So it's disrespectful to the Queen to make such a comparison, and it is outright disrespectful to South Africa, to the memory of Nelson Mandela, and just about everything else involved. So, um, not a good comparison. That was pretty tacky. Um, Especially when you consider how many people died in the struggle against apartheid, when you consider how many people died and the fact that he was imprisoned all those years. And let's not forget Winnie Mandela for keeping his name alive. Winnie Mandela realized that if his name ever went away, that he could just go away, and people would forget. So let's give credit to Winnie Mandela for making sure that that was not allowed to happen. So Winnie Mandela was quite a fierce fighter in her own right. So she was the face of the movement for a long time while Mandela was incarcerated. So yeah, that's pretty tacky. That is absolutely tacky. Something like that could only be considered some type of provocation. I mean, to make such a connection between someone who's just, you know, was born into a position, and when you think of all the things that could have been said and done by the Queen to help people, that she just simply stayed mute. There's a lot of things that the Queen could have done to help a lot of people, and she did not. So that was a choice that she made. By the way, you guys, did you all read that article? No thanks, ma'am, for LGBT campaigner like me. Your Jubilee is nothing to celebrate. Did you guys read that? This guy certainly he articulated things in a way that a lot of you all probably would agree with. So I was just wondering if anybody had went to the community tab to read this article, but it was fascinating, absolutely fascinating. I loved it. Um, Brilliant, right? I mean, this guy did not mince his words. He was very respectful to the Queen. He was very respectful to the institution. But thank you, but no thanks. Thank you, but no thanks. The institution upholds too many things that I disagree with, and it doesn't help in situations when it should. That's pretty much what he said. So let's see. Oh, let me get back over here. There we go. I'm sorry. Alrighty. Harry visit brought her back because they were not taking care of her, and she may have felt threatened. When Harry came and talked to her, she let Harry know um, what was going on. She feels safe. Okay. All right. Thank you for that comment. Yeah, something happened. Something happened. I can't help but think something happened. Just because she's the Queen doesn't mean she's getting the best of care. I can't wait for the Jubilee to be over, because the embiggening of, of not doing anything is off the charts. Yeah, I like that, Tashmac. One of her grandsons was Harry, but yet her grandson saved her. Go figure. Uh huh. Well, don't forget her son's intervention. Can you step aside? Edwina thought the guy was too close to his mummy. Oh boy, that makes me mad when I think about that. Though I wish I could have shared that video, but I just wasn't sure. Let me see. Try to compare our beloved with their white supremacist leader. They tried to use Rosa Parks and Dr. King when these idiots did not want to wear masks. Yeah, and the guy that helped her at the train station wasn't wearing a mask. It's amazing to me how many places the Queen goes and nobody's wearing a mask. That is insane. But still, nobody wears a mask around her. That's incredible. Thank you, Rachel Windley, for the super sticker. Thank you so much for watching Royal Sussex, and happy Tuesday to you. Okay, I think, was that the end of my slides? Dr. Shaw, yeah, that was it, you guys. I think that was it. So, where is our greatest hits? Where is our greatest hits? Okay, that was from yesterday. Oh no, day before yesterday. That was the hero who tried to stop the shooter. Oh, there we go. This is what I was looking for. I just never get tired of looking at these. Uh, I never get tired of looking at these. So I'll just leave that there while we look at some more comments. Baron, Dr. Scholler is correct. There is no comparison with the Queen. 11, I'm sorry, Queen Elizabeth II, listen to me, 11. To Nelson Mandela's life history, he went through life's catastrophes. Yes, he did. Thank you for that, Patricia Lane. Ooh, my mouth is dry. Hold on. Okay, that is better. Yes, Prince Harry. Oh, I'm sorry. Am I going the wrong direction? I am. Okay, you guys. Let's go through these. Let's go through these and just remember how this week started or how the weekend started. Would you boo Meghan and Harry? Would you boo Meghan and Harry? And then what happened? He got booed. Oh man, look at his face. Look at his face. Keep calm and try not to cry. Look at his face. And then Robert Jobson tried to pull that thing about the bullying claims. Um, oh man. This is what happened when you ain't right. This is what happens when you ain't right. God don't like ugly. Are you ashamed? Prince William was booed by crowds at the FA Cup final. Nope, not me. I wish I was there. Uh, well, the Queen has been booed before, right? Yeah. I thought it would be interesting just to look at those again. Boo! All right, you guys. I am going to give love to our faves, and then I'm going to get out of here. Let me see. You guys can get out early for good behavior. Where is that? There we are. Let's give love to our faves. Our Queen of Hearts, Princess Diana, and our Queen of Everything, Queen Doria. There we go. All right. And with that, I am going to look for a last comment so we can venture ourselves out of here. I need to drink more water because I am a bit dehydrated. So, okay. Anybody? Last comment? Last comment, anybody? Last comment. By the way, thank you, moderators, for doing a superb job of keeping Royal Sussex a safe space. Thank you for the super chats, the super stickers. Thank you for watching Royal Sussex. Yes, it is Ginger Adventure time. Okay. Last comment, anybody? Something profound that will connect all of us together. Um, enjoy this beautiful day. I like that. I like that. Enjoy this beautiful day. Thank you so much, Yvonne Clark. And thank you for watching Royal Sussex. Okay, cue Ginger Avenger. I said cue Ginger Avenger. Okay. I had a pecan sandy break. Break ended before I thought it would. All right, you guys. Well, thank you so much. Thanks again, everyone, moderators included. And okay, yes. So long, everyone. Thank you. Enjoy your day and stay safe, blessed, and fantabulous. Is that right? Fantabulous. Be super bad, good all day long. Thank you so much for that, Tamikia. Okay, squaddies. Okay, very good. Love you guys so much. I don't know. I kind of thought about playing a little video for those of y'all that stay. Anybody have a recommendation? Yeah, and for the rest of y'all who need to go on. But if anybody want to watch a particular video, I could watch something. One of your faves. Anything? If not, we're good then. Anyone? One of your faves? Should I recommend something? Let me see. Oh, I know. Oh, thank you, Patricia Lane. I'll do this one. I haven't watched this for a while myself. So I'll do, oh, there it is right there. I'll do that one.
What's your name? Dorothy Parker. What a pleasure to meet you. My goodness, are you warm enough out here?
I am.
Oh, good.
She's been here since 9:15.
Oh, my goodness. Thank you. Are you from here? Were you born and raised here? Do you live here?
I live in Hoylake, which is about 6 miles away.
Oh. That's not too far.
No.
And what do you have planned for the rest of the day today?
Just thinking about the honour of meeting you.
Oh! Thank you so much. Oh. That is the kindest thing. Thank you. It's a real honor to meet you as well. Oh, thank you. You're so good. Thank you so much. Well, Happy New Year. And thank you.
I don't know. That is so touching. I love that every time I see it. How gentle her nature. Um, so I thought I saw Trenchtown. So let me find Trenchtown. In the
I can tell
meantime,
you, I'm happy he's married because
He's
he spent too
charming.
much time with him. I don't know. I'm glad he's married. Been involved in the Invictus
Yeah.
Games with Prince Harry from
Yeah.
the beginning.
Yeah, can you tell us anything about Prince Harry?
I can tell you,
He's
I'm happy
charming.
he's married because
He's
he spent too
charming.
much time with him. I don't know. I'm glad he's married.
yeah, that's one of my faves. That is one of my faves.
Yes, Prince. Trenchtown wants $245 billion. That's what Trenchtown wants. $345 billion. Yes, thank you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's what Trenchtown wants. Yes. What do you mean?
That's what Trenchtown wants. Oh man. Thank you so much, everybody. That was fun. Okay. Well, I will see you all tomorrow. I may start late tomorrow. Maybe. We'll see. I have to do something with family tomorrow. So if not tomorrow, then maybe the next day. But otherwise, for now, just expect to see me at the same time tomorrow. And I expect to see you all, I hope. Thank you. Love you. And I'm out.